That's the way you do it.
That's right, Craig. Oh, hello, good evening. Welcome to the Movie Magic Show, pre-recorded in the evening tonight. Live! I'm Michael.
And I'm Craig. We've got a wonderful show lined up for you. But first, how are you, Michael?
I'm really excellent, thank you very much.
Cool.
And it's the best time of the year to go to the cinemas. Firstly, there's some great films coming out. And secondly, it's starting to get quite hot outside.
Yeah.
So this last week, I've been practically living in the theatre. Soaking up the air conditioning, sinking a few coldies. It was really good with the service in cinemas now.
And actually, more so, I'm really excited for the show tonight. I'm personally a huge fan of our guest this evening. Love his eyes, piercing eyes.
fantastic, yeah.
But we'll get back to him and his eyes later. Because first up, we have this week's film. Now, since we're coming into the Halloween season, this is my favourite time of year. And you know what they call it? Gay Christmas, you know, it really is.
That's right, the pre-season.
But really, this film tonight tells the story of a young man with little direction in life, no direction in life, absolutely zero, nothing, no direction in life, as he somehow becomes possessed and begins experiencing strange and horrific transformations.
That's right, Craig. Greg Atkins must learn to adapt to control his new body before it controls him. His relationships will be put to the test, not to mention his psyche. And haven't we all experienced that?
Oh, as a psyche, I wish I had one of them. Yeah.
That's right. Now, this film does contain some quite gruesome scenes, especially when Greg involuntarily transforms into this grotesque creature. We've one of these clips to show you tonight. However, I should warn you, if you have small children nearby, please send them out of the room, or even big children.
Now, we only say that because we have to by law.
That's
what
right.
we want you to do is to leave them in the room.
Please enjoy this clip.
Wow.
Wow.
Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. I saw Denim 3 times last week, and that scene still gives me just chills. Oh.
And it's just so powerful, isn't it,
Yep,
Craig?
absolutely.
The filmmaker really did an excellent job of making the audience really and truly feel the shift from flesh to fabric.
Well, absolutely. I know, not to mention, I mean, those press studs and stuff. I mean,
Press
oh,
studs,
ow,
Levi's.
the double stitching around the eye holes. Oh, that must have smarted. Yeah. And that all comes down to the performance of the lead actor, Kirk Bigler himself. I mean, for such a young actor, he just blew my expectations, mind blown, all right, out of the water. The pain, stitching, the pain, the struggle, it's all there. And I never thought a performance could truly make me understand what it's like to be made of denim.
I could not agree more.
Yeah.
Everything in this film was absolutely incredible. And I'm being very particular about my words here.
Particular.
At the risk of sounding a little pretentious.
You never.
No. This is not just a movie.
No?
This was a film.
Oh.
It was frightening, shocking, thought-provoking. You know, Craig, I went home that night, I was lying in bed, thinking to myself, looking at the stars, and I thought to myself, where the fuck's my roof?
Well, that's a good question.
It was far more than a simple scarefest, this one, though.
Sure.
It was surprisingly deep. It was surprisingly a deep character study.
Yep, true.
Into the relationships of a man cursed to live a denim nightmare.
No, no, well, it's definitely a nightmare. I mean, look, I could talk about how deeply moving, I mean, the whole thing was.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about it until I'm blue in the face, like any other denim, or black in the face, like black denim.
Yeah,
But we don't have time because the floor manager's going, so I won't do that. All right, we've got time constraints here. So, look, simply put, you must simply watch this film. Watch the film. Watch the film. Okay, it's simple as that, all right? I cannot stress it enough. Watch the film.
So, what are you giving Denim?
I loved it.
Yeah,
Loved
yeah,
it. Loved it. Loved it. Going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9. 9 out of 10. Yeah. What about you?
9 out of 10.
Can't go higher than that.
I thought it was much better than that.
Wow.
I found it to be an absolute masterpiece. In actual fact, honestly, this is one of the finest pieces of cinema of the decade. I'm giving it a 6.
Right. Well, then, if you liked it that much,
Yeah.
then I have a surprise for you.
Yeah?
I do. Okay, you ready? Okay. Because coming into the studio right now
Yeah.
is the star of Denim himself, Mr. Kirk Bigelow. Kirk, come on over.
Oh, Kirk, please. Where
Kirk,
is
come
he?
on. Kirk. Kirk.
Oh, there he is.
Look at him.
Hey,
There he is.
how you doing?
Look at hey,
Michael,
Kirk.
good to see you. Craig.
G'day, I'm
Good to
Michael.
meet you.
I'm
Mike,
Craig.
you're-
I'm Craig. It's Michael, and it's blame your publicist. It's okay.
Kirk Bigelow. Do you want some popcorn?
No, thank you.
Yeah. What?
Sorry?
Me?
I just,
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, yeah. All right,
Oh, come
got
over
me
here.
too?
Yeah?
thank you.
Okay, I'll come over here. Is that all right? Are you all right with that? Okay, good. Okay. Right, well, we're going to be talking to Kirk Bigelow, star of Denim, right after these ads, so don't you go changing
We'll
the
be
channel,
back
all right?
soon with
Absolutely.
Kirk
Look at that. There he
Bigelow.
is. See? There he is.
There he is.
It's that camera there. That one there. The one that I'm... Oh, that one there. Here he is, Kirk. Yeah.
Hey, hi, it's Tate from Tate and Nate Slate here to tell you about the world's biggest and only sale of slates. We got so many slates, we're practically giving them away. We got whiteboard slates, we got chalkboard slates. All $10.99, that's down from $11. We got European slates for the auteur and American slates for those who want to make money. What was that sound? More slates. Slates! This slate, $8.99. This slate, also $8.99. And this slate, you bet your bottom, it's $8.99. So come on down to my car and pick yourself up some slates. And for an additional $20, I'll give you some slate insurance. Cut. Was that good? All right. I should probably hit the sack. I reckon it's gonna be a cold one tonight, fellas. All right, you can take off now. Daddy needs his rest.
Well, I'm back here with my chair, and Kirk, thank you very much for coming in and joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I've got to say, I
Michael's
love,
beside himself. He is.
So, Kirk, I see you've shaved.
I have, yes. Unfortunately, the beard, it wasn't for me, but you know, that's show business. So that was actually one of the hardest parts for me about getting into character, because I was preparing for this role for 3 years. So for 3 years, I didn't work. And most of that time was growing my beard because I have quite low testosterone, you see. So unfortunately, yeah, it took me quite a long time to grow the beard, but even then, there's still quite a lot of CGI facial hair in the film.
Wow. Well, did your character, in that case, did he have to have a beard? It took so long to grow it. Did he actually have to have one?
Unfortunately, the director felt that it was quite important for the character to have a beard. So it's just one of those things I couldn't quite get out of it.
But didn't you direct Denim yourself?
Yes, I did. As I said, it was important for the character.
Right.
Right.
Look, your role in this film was it's captivating. I mean, obviously, we both loved it. It was so captivating, raw and impactful. Look, tell me, does a role such as this, does it take a toll on you as an actor?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, of course. See, the character of Greg in itself was a stretch for me, but then taking that extra step and becoming the character of Denim was so challenging.
Right.
Because Denim, he's an outcast. He's a loner, you know. So when I was really getting myself into that headspace, I had to isolate myself, and it was tremendously difficult for me because for that period when we were shooting the film, I really felt like a minority. And as a straight white man, I don't already fit into minority groups. So I was truly, truly alone for a long time there. And as I said, it was 3 months of preparation and 8 months of shooting. So that's an awful long time to be on the outside of society. And it took me a long time to shed that sort of skin. As you can see, I'm still wearing the same jeans we wore
Denim.
from the shoot.
Yeah.
Haven't washed them since. It's
Wow.
been-
That's like a security blanket, I guess.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, I utterly get that. So, Dirk, and how has life been for you since the film's release?
It's been good. The reception has been excellent on the film. Initially, it was quite challenging to break out of that denim character, and that led to the incidents earlier this year.
Yes, the convenience. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know about that. Yes. But obviously, you are now in a better place than a convenience store now.
Oh, of course. And I checked myself into rehabilitation. Shortly after that, I'm in a much better place. I have made up with the family who owns the convenience store.
Good.
We've become quite good friends, actually.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. No, that's good.
So, what's next for your career there, Kirk?
It's very exciting, but keep this on the hush hush, okay?
Well,
But
we
because it's
won't-
not
we won't tell
technically, I'm not technically allowed to say anything. However, I'm so excited. I'm actually doing some voice work next.
Oh, yes.
I have landed the role of I'm actually playing one of my favorite actors. I'm playing Moose, the dog who plays Eddie on Frasier. So I'm voicing him in an upcoming biopic. Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
That is really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose Kelsey Grammer's all over that.
He's attached.
Well,
That's all I'm allowed to say.
right, okay, right. That's wonderful. I mean, well, look, thank you, Kirk, for coming in. I mean, I know you've got a hectic
thanks.
schedule and you're preparing and
Oh,
so
it's-
forth,
it's
which
my
is great.
pleasure.
We wanted to change it up a bit today, and we actually wanted to do a little game thing. You know, like Ellen has games with her guests and things. But my floor manager says that apparently we don't have time to do that.
Oh,
so look, I'm just going to
maybe next time.
I know, next time, that'd be great. But I want to end with one final question for you. And that is, look, you directed this horror film, which is great, and it's giving everyone chills and so on. Do you like directing horror?
I love it.
Yeah,
I
and
love
do you
it.
like
It's-
scaring people?
Of course. There's something just so primal about fear and about that range of... No! I'm doing a fucking charity coming on your nothing show, and you can't do this to people. You cannot do it. This goddamn show.
we'll be
Who's
right
even
back.
watching this nothing show? This is so... You're joking me. This is...
Right back.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Zarchek, and I'm the star of the upcoming film Gyms, hitting Australian theatres next week. Make sure you check that one out. Anyway, I'm here to talk about a very important subject that's close to my heart. Every 60 seconds, someone takes out their phone and films a video. This could be almost anything. It could be a fight in the playground, or it could be your baby's first steps. Whatever the case, these moments are meant to be shared. The tragedy, however, is that these moments are often ruined due to vertical video. Vertical video plagues our society, destroying precious memories one at a time. That beautiful video you took of those two crackheads fighting in McDonald's car park has been forever tainted by your shaky hand and those two black bars. So please, if you're trying to save those precious memories, rotate your fucking phone. Thank you.
Welcome back. Up next, we'll be talking about our favourite upcoming films, the ones we're really excited for. Michael, what are you excited to see?
Well, Craig, my pick this week is a historical drama about two women during World War II who, following the deaths of their husbands, form a very special bond.
All right. Okay.
Have a look.
Sure.
Ever since our husbands died in the war and we began our homosexual relationship, I feel liberated. But what would God say? What would our husbands say?
Our husbands died in the war, and God let that happen.
You turned me into a homosexual!
You're already a homosexual.
Yes, it looks quite gripping, with excellent performances all round. Passion on the home front. Opens next Thursday worldwide.
Oh, that's great. That sounds really excellent, actually.
It was good,
looks
Craig.
good, yeah. Okay. But it's a big week for Australian cinema. As my pick for another local picture, this is a biopic about one of Australia's most successful and recognised businessmen. All right? Yeah, you worry?
Oh.
Here's a trailer.
I wonder who it is.
And it's about time for this one, I say. Jim's comes out in 2 weeks in limited theatres nationwide. It's about time that Jim's everything, Jim's mowing, Jim's popcorn, Jim's got his own film finally, which is great.
It's good to see, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'd really love to see that one as well. What an Australian legend.
He is, yeah. What we're going to do, I guess, is we're going to come back in just a few minutes' time.
Yeah,
And we're
okay.
going to do one of my favourite segments.
What's that, Craig?
We're going to go and look at the letters for this week.
Oh, good. Well, I can't wait to read them.
Absolutely. We're back in just a moment with the letters.
Oh, hello. Welcome back. Finally, tonight, as usual, we have some letters from the audience. Craig, who sent our first letter?
Right, well, let's have a look at our first letter. Here we go. Oh, you'll never believe this. Our first letter is from Michael Bay's office, the director, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. I
Yeah.
wonder what he's got to say.
Well, no doubt it's about our review of his most recent venture. All right, let's have a see. Dear the Movie Magic Show, how dare you? How dare you? You both gave Michael Bay's The Bible Condensed and Unadulterated a 2 out of 10. We were being generous.
Very generous.
You took one of the greatest adaptations of the most important story in mankind and ripped it to shreds. Not before you ripped it to shreds on screen. You never took the time to appreciate that it adapted the struggle of Jesus and his epic battle against Pontius Pilate to save us all.
More like his struggle against reality.
I think that's more the point, yes. Sure, it took some creative... creative liberties! Creative... All right. But in the end, it was a great adaptation. It was bigly great. Don't expect me or any of your audience to trust you as a reliable source for movie reviews. Signed, Michael Bay's office. Take this. Go on, take it. Take
Michael
it.
Bay's office. Okay. Well,
Oh.
hello, Michael Bay. I'm glad to see that you've been watching our show. We are really very sorry that you feel offended by our review. But come on, Michael. We all know that it just wasn't a good adaptation of the Bible. It was a poorly attempted cash-in that turned a dramatic story into dumbed-down, non-stop action film that tried to cater towards young teenagers.
Didn't see Jim Carrey in it. That would have helped.
Well, that would have, yeah. I know you were aiming to get teenagers interested in the Bible, but you took way too many creative liberties. I mean, how would you feel as a teenager if you wanted to read the Bible and you found out that Jesus didn't rise from the dead by skating down the Pyramid of Giza? Or that he didn't kung fu fight Pontius Pilate's soldiers before getting crucified? The only thing that I even found remotely justifiable part of the film was the way that Jesus went out, quietly in his sleep, not kicking and screaming like the passengers in his car. That's why I gave it a 2 out of 10.
I preferred the Family Guy's version of Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ 2.
That would have
Much better. That would have been better, absolutely. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight.
But I did want to talk tonight about the new upcoming film called Armageddon. I'm not 100% sure what it means, but it's not the end of the world.
No, it's probably not. You know, I always thought Armageddon was a film about two people trying to get out of one of those escape rooms. You know, Armageddon out of here.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that'd be the
know,
one.
I did a gig for the homeless recently.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I said, it's nice to see so many bums on seats.
Oh, that's good. That's very nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What's that? It's okay. We're wrapping.
What's
It's
another
okay.
word
What's
for
it?
thesaurus?
Okay, look.
You don't know what that is? Okay, she's not quite sure. Follow the.
Okay,
follow
thank
the-
you.
hey,
Anyway,
we
there we
can
go.
have this one if we want. That's okay.
Better be careful.
Why? What's that? What's happening with that?
I might get some in my mouth.
Let's try this and see if it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, this tastes so awful. It's probably made by Michael Bay.
Well,
Oh,
that's right. I
that's
think
terrible.
this stuff's been on the ground too.
I think. Oh, look at that.